Oh, that was so bad. Why didn't I hit him? Even though it looks like a hammer, the mace is a really interesting weapon. It's fairly simple to create and does a lot of damage. To craft it, you're going to need a breeze rod and a heavy core. Starting off with 0, we're going to go ahead and go into our loom. Take a black banner, placing it into the loom with some white dye. Then we're going to choose this bottom white base. Then we're going to choose the line off to the left, the white pale Dexter. Then we're going to choose the top one, the white chief. Then we'll choose the white pale sinister. And then we'll choose the line going diagonal like so. Then we can switch on over to our black dye and we're going to choose the border just like this. And there we have 0. Cats no longer rule the game because Mojang let the dogs out. I know it's a horrible joke, but I had to make it. In 1.20.5, we were introduced to 8 different dog variants. Or is it wolf variants? Let me know in the comments down below. Actually, I think it is wolves because you can find them in the wild. Anyway, the original wolf is now called the pale wolf, and the pale wolf can be found in the taiga biome. Do you know what the strongest block in Minecraft is? It's tough. In the 1.21 update, we have a lot of expansions for the tough block family. Along with tough in its original form, we can now craft it into stairs, slabs, and even walls. Tough can be found in the overworld at the deep slate level. In the latest update, we've also gotten polished tough. To craft it, all you need to do is find your crafting table and a stack of tough, and you're going to put it in a 2x2 area like so to get polished tough. We also have access to chiseled tough. To get this, go into your stone cutter with tough, and it should be your first option. So last episode, we spent our time building up this wonderful storage building, and I love it. I've done a little bit of inside work, and I've got my plan for this episode ready to go. So while on stream, I went ahead and filled in this area up here, and we have a very nice open area to mess with. And what's up, everybody? Welcome back. It has been a week, but I'm back. Hope everyone's doing well on this fine Tuesday. We got CK in the chat. Guys, give it up for my moderator, CK. Always keeping us safe, keeping an eye on everybody, and causing chaos whenever he feels like it. How's your knee doing there, bud? Hopefully, I know that, you've been on the mend for everything, and hopefully everything's going well. I haven't heard from you on it for a bit. We've talked in Discord a little bit, too. And we got Bandit, who said, my head is shiny. Yes, my head is shiny. It's also super shiny because I spent the last 2 days putting together a trampoline. So I have a trampoline in my backyard now for my kids to go nuts over. So now they can go outside and jump and stuff. Thank you so much for the likes over on TikTok. Appreciate you guys. Greasy Fry Bread's asking, how's the trip? The trip was good. I got to go see my grandfather. If you guys don't know, I don't want to start the stream off down, but if you guys didn't know, back in April, I did lose my grandmother and I was gone for a while. I took a step back just to kind of spend time with family and stuff, but I'm doing a lot better. My grandpa's doing great. It was just nice to get to go out with the family and see him. We spent a week with him and got to do some fun stuff and help him out and just kind of do a bunch of other things. But yeah, I'm back. I'm ready to get started going with content. I've been recording for the past 2 days, and I'm ready to get back to streaming and chatting with you guys, because that's my favorite thing to do, is to chat with everybody here. I need a bald man MC skin. So I've been messing with skins for different skits that I'm recording. So if you guys want, I can make a bald skin for my current Minecraft skin. I think that would be interesting. I have never messed with it, but I can definitely try that out. Why would you get your kids a trampoline when you could go to the casino and get 2 trampolines from your winnings? Okay, Bandit, family-friendly channel. We don't talk about gambling, but every time that I have gone to a casino, I always lose. Except for the one time I broke even. That's it. I don't gamble, and I don't care to gamble. I gamble like once a year, and then I put 50 bucks in, 60 bucks in, and then I'm done. It's not worth it, in my opinion. I don't win. I'm not good at it. My luck's never that good. Kimmy, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Arcade, not the casino. There's an arcade that you can get trampolines. I don't know which one that is. I'll have to look into this. I can do like claw machines. Like that's my bread and butter. I can do claw machines. I'm pretty decent at claw machines. Everything else, not great. Skee ball, I can kind of do. Baldman MC would be the most accurate. Yeah, you're not wrong with that. That's for sure. If I replace the cuss words with bread, can I cuss? Is that you just saying, bread? Like, is that what you're doing? Fine, I'm fine with that. Go for it, I guess. I threw in $20 one time and left with $300. See, I don't have that kind of luck. I really wish I did. That would be amazing. But I don't have that kind of luck. Some people do, and I just don't. Emerald, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. It was right after a funeral. I mean, yeah, sometimes that happens. A buddy of mine, a few years ago, his dad passed, and he ended up going to the casino. He ended up winning, I think, $10,000, which was pretty cool. He won pretty big after that, but he wrote it off as a sign for his dad, which I thought was really cool. He used it to buy a tuba. I thought that purchase was well done. He's a tuba player, so it makes sense. Son of a bread. I'm fine with that, Exo. It works. I am SpongeBob. Yeah, it works. Is there a way to swear at people with music notes? I don't think so, because a lot of vowels don't work with the music notes, but yeah, I don't know, unless you're just playing G really loud in their face the whole time, like, good God, man. Shrunk, everybody give it up for Shrunk in the chat. How you doing, buddy? Have you thought much on your 3060 offer? I have, because I've also been considering building a new PC. So I'm still thinking on it. I haven't 100% decided, but I have thought on it. I really have. I'd like to act like I am on bread, but not actually on anything. I just had some keto bread before stream. I cooked a whole chicken in the crock pot today, shredded it up, put it on a keto bun with some barbecue sauce and some cheese, and ooh, let me tell you, that was good. Low carb and really good. That's an interesting way of using emojis, but, I guess it works. But again, we're family friendly, guys. Keep it PG. You C sharp A flat. I think that was my favorite. That's funny. Exo, stop with the chicken wings, bud, or we're gonna have to mute. Are you quiet for me, or I'm like crazy? Am I quiet? I'm like peaking on here. I'm peaking on OBS. I shouldn't be that quiet. Do you have your volume down? How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good, honestly. We have this week. So last week I was gone because I was visiting my grandfather. This week, a friend of mine, she is down at one of the big cities near us for a science teacher conference. So I have her 3 kids here along with my 2. So we have 5 kids in the house. So it's been kind of hectic. But it's not the worst thing. These first 3 days were pretty crazy. Today wasn't too bad. Kids are just ornery. They're grumpy. These kids miss their mom. It's fine. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good. I built a trampoline, got a lot of meal prep done. I got an Amazon order coming from my Amazon Prime Day deal days stuff, and I'm excited to test some stuff for my second channel, so I'm really happy for that. One time because you said chicken, because I made chicken. Need Toad Sings again. Oh, Toad Sings. That's funny. I wish I could do the Toad voice, but I can't without butchering my my throat, and I'm not doing that today. Also, we are closing in on 10,000 subscribers over on the YouTube channel. So if you guys haven't, please go to my posts on the community page and find the post where I'm asking questions. I want to feature your guys' comments and questions and stuff in my 10,000 subscriber video. So if you want to ask me a question of any sort, go ahead and drop them. It doesn't have to be about content creation or Minecraft. One of my longtime viewers and friends of the channel, Golden Ocelot, asked me about my favorite song that I've written or played, and I can't wait to answer that in the video. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you want to ask me a question, go ahead and drop it over there, but keep it PG, okay, please? We're family friendly here. I got an overhaul for my setup from the Prime deal days. Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of stuff that I saw. I was looking for a cheap CPU and a motherboard for a computer back here that I want to build that I'm going to turn into a Plex server so I can host all of my DVDs and stuff on at home instead of having like all these subscription services. But I cannot find what I'm looking for. Meal prepping and just got a new gaming chair. Heck yeah, dude. There was a deal on a chair that I almost got. It's like the same company that makes this one, but it actually has a headrest and it leans back. And this one sadly does not. So that's something I'm going to be looking forward for in the future as I go forward with more purchases. Should I ask how is school? You can. You go for it. You can definitely ask how is school. I'm not taking any classes at this moment. I'll be taking one more in August, and then 2 in spring. I think 2 in the summer, 1 in the fall, and then 1 in the summer after that. Then I'm done. Can't wait. Love how I find a celebrity that's my age, and I like them, and my friends go, "Exo, she's 15." Like, yeah, and I'm 14. What's on you? You could have celebrity crushes. When I was in, I think, high school, Debbie Ryan, she played Jessie on Disney, and she was also Bailey. I think Bailey was her character's name on Sweet Life on Deck. I had a huge crush on Debbie Ryan growing up. There's nothing wrong with it. You can have celebrity crushes. That's perfectly fine. Since I'm a music man, I am a music man. I've been doing music for a long time. Okay, I get what you're saying. 3rd Gen Scarlett, new mic arm, Sennheiser DT 280 Pro. Oh, you got the mini keyboard, nice, and a Lewitt LCT 240 Pro. Is that the monitor? Is that what that is? New mic arm. I can't recommend the is it BM88 from Fine, their low profile mic arm. I really love this mic arm. It's got a channel link in it. They sent it to me. I did a review on it. I love it. Yeah, I definitely recommend any product by Fine. In October, you will be. CK, it's okay. I feel ya. I'm old too. You work at an arcade on the 27th. We're watching The Greatest Showman. This is the greatest show. Yeah. Ladies and gents, this is the moment you're waiting for. There you go. That's the most I'm singing on stream today, guys. I can't do much more. Lewitt is a mic. It's pretty nice and was 150 or something like that. That's actually not too bad. 150 is a good, I would say top of the budget mic for me. I don't do a whole lot of that. Angela Wilson, thank you so much for the stretch. Much appreciated. Oh. Emerald, it says, I have a crush on Mike Wazowski. You have a crush on Mike from Monsters, Inc. Dude, that I respect it. That's perfectly fine. You go for it, Emerald. As soon as I read Mike Wazowski, all I can think of is Roz from that movie going, I'm always watching you, Wazowski. Always watching. That's the only thing that comes into my head whenever I hear that. Did I see this new super? I did. I took my son to it. We went with my dad and my nephew, and we went and saw it on Friday, the opening night, and I loved it. I thought it was really good. I don't understand the hate for it. A lot of people are hating on it for no reason, and it's really good. Superman is a little weaker in it, but that just means there's more room to grow, which I think is perfectly fine. Because Superman is almost undefeatable for the most part. So I think having him be a little bit weaker, it grounds him a little bit more, and there's more room to grow as the DCU develops. New Zombies movie came out, and I watched it last night, and one of the female characters, I'm like, wow, and my friends are telling me that I'm wrong. EXO, like whoever you want. It does not matter, dude. Don't care about what your friends say. I did that in, I think it was in college. There was a girl I liked, and my friends were like, "Why do you like this girl?" Like, no, and I was like, "She's nice. I like to talk to her." Yeah. That wasn't my wife. This was before my wife and I started talking. So just to clear that up, my wife is awesome, by the way. I know she's not watching. She had to run to the store, but yeah, like who you like, dude. It does not matter. Okay. New condenser mic. So I'm getting back into making music with my friend Belle. Nice. I don't know what that is, but dude, that's cool. Making music is always fun. Everyone should always make music, even if you don't do it professionally. Making music or just playing music in general is a lot of fun. Go for it. All those haters are Lex Luthor clones. Probably, honestly. Yeah, it's a good movie. If you guys like superhero movies and you like Superman and the DC universe, go check it out and see it for yourself. A lot of people I feel like who are hating on it have not seen it, and they're just like, no, it's woke. Enjoy stuff. Come on. Like, enjoy life. That's what we gotta do more of. Have a good night. Sounds good, Barry. I didn't know you were there. Good to see you. That was what happened to me a couple of years ago. Looking back on like that, why did I like it? I've had those moments where I look back on my past relationships and the girls I liked in high school and middle school and stuff, and I question it. Again, it's okay, EXO. Just enjoy your life. You're young. Like, you're gonna make mistakes. I've made mistakes a whole lot. I didn't wear socks hardly at all today, and my feet hurt. That's a mistake I made. Does it relate to like relationships with people? No, but we all make mistakes. It's okay. Strong says, I love the Superman movie. I see it so similar to the Superman animated series. Yes, I got the same vibe. 40 bits from, wow. 40 bits from Bandit. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Bandit. And it makes me hope that James Gunn, as the Batman animated series, is mined for our boy Bats. Yes, I love the Batman animated series. I have the entire series on DVD. Rip to Kevin Conroy, who is my Batman. I love Batman. I love Kevin Conroy's Bats. And I'm interested to see the direction they go with the DC EU Batman, because I know it's not going to be Robert Pattinson, which I did like the Batman. I thought it was a little long, and there was a lot of shots they could have cut and saved time, but that's my own opinion. But I'm excited to see what they do. Epilox is in that chat with Ohio. Let's go. That's 30 states down, guys. We got 20 more states to go that we're shouting out on stream. So if you guys want to see a state shouted out, Epiloxis is requesting them at the beginning of streams. You got to be here first, and you got to listen, and we're there. Just going to tell us your feet stink today. Probably, honestly. I was outside building that dang trampoline. It was hot out. It was almost 90 degrees. So take it as what you want, Bandit. I'm not saying anything. The states have numbers? Yeah. I know Delaware is the first state. Other than that, I have no clue about the numbers. I think maybe was Hawaii like our 50th state? I can't remember. I know that Delaware is the first state. I said 30 states in 30 streams. Yeah, that's what we've done so far. That was my old criticism with the Batman, was that you definitely felt every minute of those. The thing that made me realize it was the scene in the movie. Spoiler alert for the Batman by Matt Reeves. If you haven't seen it with Robert Pattinson, go check it out. Or you can mute me for like the next 2 seconds and to start back up. The scene that made me realize it was the letter in the bat cage when he's like reaching in. It's like you're just set on it, and you're watching it, and it's like a 10-minute clip almost. Like, that's an exaggeration, but it's stretched out. It's like, dude, you could have cut this down and saved me like 2 minutes. I don't know. It's there. I felt like there were a lot of shots that were built like that. My favorite scene from that though is the one where he's punching the dude, and he's like, "Who do you think you are?" my vengeance. And like that was an awesome moment. Like I loved that. So don't get me wrong, I do like the movie. I just felt like there was a lot of shots they just kind of held on. But it was like that was the scene that made me kind of like, oh, so we're just drawing out some of these. Okay. Scrubbing toilets and grabbing trash and building a trampoline today. I just scrubbed the toilet like a half an hour ago. I don't like one of the kids that's staying here. I think they went to the bathroom in the basement bathroom and did not flush. So always flush your toilets. PSA from Oddman MC. Do I have to reveal my exact address and location in order to get a shout out? No, you don't. You can. What do you mean like get a shout out? If you want me to just shout you out, I can shout you out or something. I don't know what you mean by that. You would be banished. Toodles, ciao. No, I never want anyone to disclose their address or location. You guys never dox yourself on the internet. I don't like to dox. I think I've accidentally doxed myself a couple times, but nobody caught it. Some of you guys know me personally, so like Bandit knows me. He's a former student of mine. It's not important where I'm from. Don't dox yourself, please. Protect yourself on the internet. Speaking of Batman, the music's like locking in with that. That's kind of crazy. Let's go. I like that. Illegal download main full by Daryl Neil Alexander Griffith. It's a heck of a name. Really cool piece, it sounds like. Oh, you caught it? Good. That's good. I'm glad you caught it. Oh, you wait, JK. I don't know what's going on. Anyway. Also, you guys probably can't tell. Right here, I have a Minecraft torch. One of the TikTok shops sent it to me. I get to do a review video on it for my TikTok. So if you guys want to see my little promotion for it, you can go follow me on TikTok if you want. If you don't have TikTok, it's okay. It happens. I do have a criticism with Superman. Spoiler alert. So plug your ears. I'm going to read it. So if you're watching the VOD later, you don't get spoiled, but pause it for like 10 seconds. Okay? Pause it now. Certain characters actually evil and want another character to take over the world. Wait a second. What? Did I miss something in the entire movie? I think I missed something out of that whole movie then, Strunk. What am I missing? I have no clue. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something. What happened with that? Oh, because okay, I remember that. No, so he's like, that was a really cool twist. Like I liked that kind of change to the origin story because it kind of makes sense when you think about it. Like Kryptonians get their powers from the yellow sun, and I think Krypton had a red sun. They actually had 2 red suns. So they didn't have the superpowers. So they knew sending him to Earth, he'd have those powers. He'd be stronger. He'd be more, quote unquote, superior to the humans. So I like that kind of change. Emerald, what are you talking about? Avenue? Don't please. CK, I think you're a mod over on YouTube. Can you delete Emerald's message? I don't want him to. You don't dox yourself, please. I'm not searching it up. Don't be posting addresses, dude. Come on. We don't need that. Unless it's like a random McDonald's in the middle of France. But we don't need to do that. There's already been enough issues with content creators doxing others. We're not doing it. I don't want to do it. It's not important. It's like me. I don't share my address or where I live because it's not important. You're here to watch me or talk to me and watch me play Minecraft or something and mess around and probably be really bad at it. Like, that's it. You don't need to know where I live or anything like that. And I don't need to know where you guys live. I'm happy just chatting with you online. Oh, it's the Eiffel Tower? Still. Don't be sharing addresses, please. I don't want random addresses posted. Though it would be interesting to take that address and make it a Minecraft seed and see what happens. I don't know. There was a whole series that I was going to do with that, and I never did it. Ooh. You put a McDonald's at Oddman MC's house. That would be interesting. My kids would love that because they always want Happy Meals. But McDonald's is on my list because I had a huge issue with McDonald's close to me. But they did bring back the snack wrap, and I had it over the last week, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I loved the snack wrap when it was first out. I'm glad they didn't make it $4.99 like I thought they were going to. It's only $2.99 for a single snack wrap. I can take the $1 extra cost. That's fine. I'm good with that. Love the snack wrap. Glad they brought it back. Keep it, please. Don't ever get rid of it, McDonald's. It's like the only good thing you have going for you right now. Mad respect. Appreciate it. I try to. Long enough that I can join. Yes, you can, Bandit. Actually, it has been 2 years. So, yes, you can. I need to. So, there was an issue with dedicated MCs, systems, and servers. So, they changed CEOs, and we're moving like everything over. And then they got rid of my payment. So, I almost lost the current server. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scrub the whole thing and restart a new world because we haven't started a new one. So that is my goal before the school year starts, is to start that server up again. And it's going to, again, open to anyone who's in the Discord. I'm going to completely wipe all the results from the previous Google Doc. And I'm going to have everyone apply again just to make it a little easier to keep track of who's still playing and who's not. So it will be open to Discord members and stuff. You just got to apply. I'll review your application. I might even have CK help me out and review some stuff, and we'll go from there. Because CK, I think I'm going to make you a, what's it called? Operator or like mod on that too, if that's cool with you. I don't know how much you still play. I know you've been doing kind of different things. You've been busy, so I was going to give you that kind of role. But it's going to be a free server for viewers to play on and just have fun with. It's one of the ways I like to give back in a way that doesn't cost you guys anything. It's $10 a month, and I eat that cost because it helps build my credit. So it's really easy. What is my favorite thing to do? There's so many things I like to do. What do I like to do? It's not Bedrock and Java. It's just Java. Sorry. I still haven't figured out how to do Bedrock and Java. Still working on it. My favorite thing to do, I love playing Minecraft. I think that's given because I've been playing for 13 years and I still play to this day. I love making music, playing guitar. It's like one of the biggest things I love doing. I'm getting back into it and trying to record. I like to cook. I like to read. Yeah, like that's the kind of stuff I like to do. It was a couple months ago just because I'm so busy. I get it. Everyone gets busy, Kimmy. Don't worry about it. It happens. I got a solid 521 credit score. This world is insanity. Oh, I feel ya. When we got our house, my wife and I, when we bought our house 7 years ago, I had a really good credit score. My credit score was, I think, 720, which I think is like good. It's like middle of the road. And I'm hoping to keep it building up and keep it doing better. Have I tried playing Peak? No, I had somebody asked me so I work online as well. I teach video games through a company called OutSchool, and one of the fellow teachers in the Discord that I'm in for the team that I work with asked about Peak yesterday. What is Peak? I don't know what that is. That sounds really cool. I would love to like check out some more games. I think I missed the Steam Summer Sale, sadly, which I kept meaning to buy a couple games and stuff and just didn't get to it. But I think it's over now. I think I missed my opportunity to buy on that. Because I'm also trying to plan another game night for the community, and we're going to play on Twitch, and I'm going to stream. and we'll play like Jackbox games. Golden Ocelot was asking me about that last week when I was out of town, but I'm hoping we can figure out a night to do that. He hosted last time, and I'm hoping to get a couple Jackbox games. But what is Peak? I've never heard of it. Like until yesterday. Where you climb mountains so you can make it to civilization. I think my sister's boyfriend got that game. Because she was describing a game where he climbs a mountain. Is that all you do in the game? You just climb the mountain? That's crazy. Wow. Okay. Peak is like a climbing game you play with friends. Okay, so that's probably what it is. Because he just bought a gaming PC. And he's been doing all that. My wife is calling. I'll have to check it out. 1 second, guys. My wife's calling. I'm going to answer. All right. Nope, my wife's on the way back. And we got like thunderstorms rolling through. But Potato, thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you for joining the Odd Ones. Much appreciated. Guys, we've gained a lot of subscribers this last week. We are so close to 10,000. Thank you guys so much for getting us that far. I appreciate it. You played it a few times with this YouTuber Flow State and some friends. It's really fun, but it's $10. I'm going to have to check it out. Peak. Okay, I'll check it out. Cool. I can't believe we've been chatting for like 30 minutes. That's insane. Okay. Let's move on with the rest of the stream. I love chatting with you guys. So one of these days, we're just going to have to do just a chatting stream and just sit and chat. Let me move back here. Cool. So one thing that I have been wanting to do recently. Oh, you got an ad. If you want to avoid ads, you can always drop a sub, guys. Is I want to get into doing Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk has been a style that I've been interested in building, and I struggle with it a lot. So we're going to review some other builds by other people, and I want to kind of pick and choose some stuff and try to see if we can combine it into something. Got to run. Had fun hanging out. Expect a DM from me soon. I have a video to you. Sounds good, Strunk. You have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you later, bud. All right. So to start off, this is my favorite one of all the builds that I have been scrubbing through, and it's ginormous. This is by another Minecraft content creator named Stella Gaming, and she makes fantastic stuff, guys. Like, if you want to see some really cool builds that are also attainable, maybe not this, go check her out. Like, really good builder. Like, I have been following her for about 1.5 years now. I'm always impressed with a lot of the stuff she posts, and I randomly found this on Planet Minecraft. You can download it yourself and check it out. When I saw it was her, I was like, I'm subscribing because that's awesome. Go check her out. She's really cool. 2 more minutes of ads. I changed the ad settings. You should not be getting 3 minutes of ads until the hour mark. So Twitch, what are you doing? You should not be getting ads until the 1 hour mark, and it should be 3 minutes of ads at the hour mark. I wish they would let us turn off ads and control them ourselves, because then at my break, I'd just take a 3-minute break, play 3 minutes of ads, and we'd call it good. But they don't let us do that, sadly. But anyway, like I said, this build is from Stella Gaming. This is not mine, but I wanted to kind of look through and pick out stuff that I thought was really cool that I want to incorporate into a build. And I'll show you guys like the size that I'm trying to work with, because I want to design a farm that's Cyberpunk style. Bandit, thank you so much for the subscription, guys. Round of applause for Bandit, everybody. Which reminds me, okay, I'm going to have to come back to this. Give me 1 second. Bandit, I got to add you now. Let me go back to my face. You joined the Discord. Looks pretty dope. Thank you so much, Greasy Fry Bread. I appreciate you. Let me pop into my Forever World. Add Bandit's name to the list. I think I can't remember if he's in the list or not. But we're gonna go back. So, give me 1 moment. They've been subscribed for 4 months. I can't remember if Bandit is subscribed, but we're gonna get him added to the subscriber hall because it's done. It's gonna be one of the next videos coming out pretty soon. So just hold your horses as I go over because my happy gas is slow. So I'm gonna take a boat. It's faster. Exo wants me to say in a high voice, so here we go.
Exo is my favorite viewer. Check out Exo and X playing Fortnite on Saturday. Exo and X are amazing people, and Odd definitely approves of their streams. Odd Man MC, Bald Man MC, Old Man MC. Anyways, I love to dance. I'm going to hit the gritty now.
I completely
spaced on what the gritty was. I'm not going to get up, though, and do the gritty. I'm single-handedly paying this man's mortgage with my subs and bits. First off, Bandit, no, you're not. I appreciate you, but you don't need to spend your money on me. I told you guys that. You don't need to spend your money on me. Just watching ads on here and watching on YouTube, that helps enough. Like, I really do appreciate it. It might lag a little bit. My internet, it's that time where everyone's getting online in the town, so they tend to throttle my internet for some reason. It shouldn't be, but you might have to refresh it or just give it a minute to go. Anyway, let's first double check to see if, there's my happy guest, if Bandit's name is in the book, and then if so, we got to go grab a villager and bring him over. And I don't know if I have any of my leads on me, do I? Oh, I got 1 lead. I got to get more. But I think I have the string now where I can edit, or not edit, I can craft them. So we got our 2 patrons. These are the 2 members of my Patreon, Leaguer Gaming and the PvP Hobbyist. It's cutting off and on. It's probably my internet. Let's check. Twitch subs. No, we don't. So we got to add. Come on. Why is it not letting me? Oh, take it. Let's go here. All right. Bandit unknown. Boom. Cool. We got to get Bandit a villager here. And we also have to figure out what... brain stopped. What profession? Bandit, what profession do you want your villager to be? Might refresh my YouTube. Yeah, go for that. Try that first. It's going to get really laggy over here. So just kind of bear with me as I pull these villagers along the road, and then we should be okay. Got 9 breading. Oh, I see what you're doing there. So yeah, it's going to get super choppy here, guys. So just kind of bear with me as we get closer to the lag farm that is my villager breeder. Oh gosh, it drops so bad. There's so many villagers. It's ridiculous. Nothing more than a humble blacksmith. All right, you got it, Bandit. I'm going to move 2 villagers over here, though, just to kind of speed up the process. Making weapons for the lands. All right, we got to make a smithing table then for the blacksmith, which is Bandit Unknown. And we got to go get a name tag as well. Why is there so many? Because I AFK'd the iron farm that's attached, and they just kept breeding. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm kind of shocked that they don't just all disappear due to entity cramming. Entity cramming. Wow. Yeah, my favorite Google slideshow. It's bad. The lag over there is ridiculously bad. All right, come on, villagers. We got to go. Going on up. I love the mechanics, though, with the lead. It makes it so much easier to move villagers. Oh, no, I broke it. Oh, there they are. Oh, gosh. I thought I lost you. Come on up. Come on. Random grass blocks. Do I watch Lifesteal? No, I haven't really. I've heard of them, but I've never checked them out. Are they good? Is it something I would enjoy? I don't think that is the lag from my GPU. I think that's from just in general the fact that there are a bunch of villagers there. If I'm being honest. All right, come on up. Now here's the thing: do they go upstairs if I jump? They do. Oh, these lead mechanics are so amazing. I love it. Okay, now we just got to pull them down. Why that tower look like the Teen Titans Go? Okay, first off, Greasy Fry Bread. You got to get this. You got to get this right the first time. It's not Teen Titans Go. It's Teen Titans. It's Titans Tower because it is. I made it to look like Teen Titans because I love Teen Titans. Cyborg was my favorite growing up. And I just love the Teen Titans. All right. Come on, villagers. Get on in. Cool. So now, I'm going to eat. I'm going to go sleep. We're going to go make the, what's it called? The smithing table for the blacksmith for Bandit's villager. And then we'll come back. And then we're going to go back to my creative world and check out some of these Cyberpunk stuff. Got a little sidetrack, but that's okay. Sidetrack with you guys is the best type of sidetrack, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I don't think it's my GPU, because my GPU is a 2060, and it's honestly not bad. It's just a lot of villagers. And I've thought about going in and taking out some of the villagers and letting them free, but they just keep mass producing. Jumper making a new base, and Jumper caused almost all the villagers die in entity cramming so quickly that was nothing they could do. Oh, interesting. I'm trying to think. Do I the name sounds familiar. I don't know. I'll have to check them out. I've heard people talk about them, and I've heard the Lifesteal SMP before, but I've never checked it out. So I might have to add it to my list of stuff. Already going to sleep already? The stream was just getting started. I'm not going to sleep. What are you talking about? I'm not going to bed. No. Every time I make a new instance, like I just updated to 1.21.6, I've got 32 gigabytes of RAM. I allocated, I think, 8 gigabytes. I know like the base default is like 2, but I go in and I allocate for 8 right away, just so it's a little easier to load. But I only do 8 because I run OBS Studio, and I stream and I run browsers and stuff, so I try not to like take away too much as I go. My iron's up here, and we need to grab 4, I think it's 4 of these, and boom. Cool. You dehydrate sometimes you can't see it. I just saw it about a minute ago. Thank you so much there, Exo. You have a great rest of your night, Exo. I will see you later, all right? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. All right. So we got that. Let's go get a name tag quick so we can name Bandit's Villager. Tyler, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We are taking a quick side quest from our Cyberpunk stuff that we're looking at to add a new subscriber to our trading hall. So bear with me as if you clicked on this because you wanted to see some Cyberpunk stuff. I understand, but gotta take care of my viewers that have been loyal and stuff as we go. Got our name tag. There we go. Let's go. All right, Exo, you have a good rest of your night. You sleep well as well. I'm going to try to sleep well tonight. I should probably wear my CPAP tonight, or else it's going to not be fun. So I'll make sure to do that. But you do well, and I'll see you next time. Team Fortress 2? No, I do not. I have played it once before. I played it on my laptop in college a few times, but it was never really my thing. I've heard a lot of good things about it from a lot of people who have played it, but it's just not for me, personally. But not to say that I won't ever go back and check it out. I've been going back and checking out a lot of older games that I had. I randomly started playing Mass Effect 1 on my Xbox, just out of nowhere. Just like, oh, I opened a box and it was there. I'm like, oh, well, let's play Mass Effect. That sounds awesome. So I started playing that. I haven't touched in a couple weeks, but it's been fun. One of my favorite things that I've been doing recently, I've been buying these games from a company called Humongous Studios. They made the old Pajama Sam, Spy Fox, Putt Putt, and Freddy Fish games growing up. The ones you could get like as a CD in like cereal boxes, and they started releasing them on the Switch, and I've been buying them so I can play them with my kids, and going back and playing them has been a lot of fun. Do I have enough to block this guy? I don't think I do, but anyway, we got a name, Bandit Unknown. There we go. And we're going to add that there. So, do I have... I don't have it. Oh, my gosh. I am so forgetful. I need my stone pressure plates, which I don't think I grabbed. But I think I have stuff here somewhere. Do I not? I think I took them back. I have all those boats. I don't know why I have those. Portal is a lot of fun. I played Portal in college a little bit. Why do I not have any pressure plates? I guess we're going to make a wood one. And we'll make some extra blocks just to be sure. Not Among Us. It's I don't even know if it's Humongous. I think it starts with an H. I know that much. It's been a while. Pressure plate. And we should be good. But let's get Bandit's villager loaded up. We should be good. But he should just automatically pathfind to here. Let's make sure we get him as close as possible. Because I want to make sure we don't have any issues. And go like this. Probably a little overkill, but that's okay. So boom, and no, not that. We'll fix it. Okay, go in, lock yourself in, and boom. There's Bandit Unknown as a villager, guys. We are good. All right, you, sir, can just roam around. I might just put him back in the boat, honestly, so we have him ready to go for the next subscriber. There we go. All right, he's good. All right, so we got Bandit Unknown, we got PvP Hobbyist, and we have Leaguer Gaming. So if you guys want to be a villager in this trading hall at all, you can follow along on Patreon. Even at the $1 tier, you can follow as a sub here on Twitch. You could be a YouTube member, which is the same stuff as the Patreon. Or if you want to just donate, you can donate, and I'll get you a villager as well. I am working on something for people who aren't able to, because not everybody has disposable income. Hold on that, because I will be getting that together. So just hold off on that. I will get there eventually. But all right, see you later, Greasy Fried Bread. You have a great rest of your night. It was good to see you. But we're going to head on out to our creative world again. And we're going to take a look at some of these Cyberpunk builds, because I really want to get into Cyberpunk building, even if it's on a smaller scale, and just kind of see what I can do. So again, this is a build from Stella Gaming, and fantastic builder. Love the stuff that she does, and you should definitely go check her out. But this is like one of the biggest Cyberpunk builds that I have found, and I want to just kind of see the details that she includes, because it's really cool. It's a really cool style, and I really want to do more. The first thing I notice is there's a lot of contrast with like darker colors and bright fluorescent colors, like the concretes and stuff, or even some of the glazed terracotta mixed with different things. So that's something that I'm going to try to mess with. But now I'm not, because I don't have the money, because I still can't. So this is a new thing going forward, Kimmy. I completely understand it. If you don't have the money, I get it. I am working on something for people who don't have that disposable income. So be patient. I will reveal that once I get it fully worked out. But I'm not forgetting about you guys. I get it. It's tough times right now. Not everybody has disposable income for stuff like supporting content creators, and I 100% understand. So do not worry. I'm not leaving you in the lurch. I will get you there. Other things I notice is like industrial style stuff. Like here, she's using furnaces, or no, those are droppers. So she's using like droppers for like a kind of ticket booth area to kind of like emulate futuristic cyberpunky kind of stuff. Lots of color contrast with stone stuff. Like I really like that. I learned that doing Cyberpunk is all about keeping it looking busy. Have gradients and layers. Ooh, that's a good point. A good tip. Gradients. Busy. I like that. Whoa, lots of storage here. She's got lots of storage going through. This looks like one of those like futuristic kind of like motorbikes, which I'm all about. That looks really cool. Even has a nether portal. A nether portal in it would be really cool. For where I'm going to be putting my Cyberpunk build, I don't really need another portal, but I could move it. But I love this kind of idea of different contrasting like glazed terracottas mixed with different blocks behind glass. I see that working. Also the looms, the side of the looms with the gates. And it kind of seems to be like a little bit of a theme, kind of sticking with this kind of greenish blue color, throwing in some wood tones. Like, honestly, really, really cool. What is this back here? I think that's kelp. That is dried kelp. Ooh, cool. I like that. Lots of fluorescent stuff. And then looks like frog lights behind copper grates. Yeah, I'm liking it. And I can see what you mean by the busyness there, Bandit. Like, keeping it busy looks really cool. Oh, look at that. The banners, the red, yellow, and green banners. That looks so cool. Nice job, Stella. That looks great. Baymath, how you doing? Welcome back. Good to see ya. How you been? Happy Tuesday. So I don't want you to feel singled out. So I am working on stuff for people who aren't subscribers. I know you were a subscriber, but this is just a new thing going forward. So I am working on stuff for people who can't subscribe because they don't have the disposable income. So just wait. You will get something. I promise. You just gotta wait until I get it all ironed out. Okay. But I'm not leaving you in the lurch. I promise you that. So lots of glass behind or in front of certain things, like the black concrete is really cool. So my whole thing is that looking at something like this, my building reflexes would tell me to texture this. I'm doing pretty good. We're just taking a look at some Cyberpunk builds that I want to build more Cyberpunk, so we're taking a look at some of these. So like these are tough bricks. My reflex is telling me to come through and like texture. Oh, that's deep slate. That's not tough. But like that's what my brain's telling me to do, and she didn't do that. So I don't know, is that too busy? I don't know. Big, bright, massive contrast with as much lighting blocks as possible, but also keeping it somewhat dark outside of those design light spots. Taking reference from Tokyo will help a lot. That's true. There's a lot of cyberpunk stuff that's mixed with like Japanese architecture. That's what this kind of has, because the top is very much like very reminiscent of a what is it called? A pagoda, I think is how you call it. Like it's got that kind of style to it. I definitely am not going to go this massive with any of my builds right now, but I do like this style and stuff. Like the neon billboards. I could see that. I could definitely see that. I like the contrast of different roofs. So this is like very much like a roof I would build. But then you have like just a slab type roof kind of going up, like a very flat one. And she's using rails and furnaces for like air conditioning units, which I've seen that trick a lot and I want to use that too. And then you have like the billboards and stuff. I'm going to really quickly change the music. There we go. But I can see the billboards using the candles as kind of like a free-floating kind of style or something like this. I love this. So I want to use like stuff like this as well. But here's my favorite part of this entire build, and I didn't realize it until I like was downloading it as a schematic. Look at this train. The movement that she's used in this build to make it seem like the train is just barreling through and rock or bricks and parts of the building are just flying everywhere is amazing. Like I love the look of this. I would love to be able to do something like this. I don't know if I could, but I do like the train. The train is very, I would say simple, but it's got a lot of detail. I love the use of the smokers, and I think these are furnaces. Yeah, going all the way through. But this is where you can see like the lighting coming into play as well. I like that a lot. Texture can go a long way, but the texture should mostly be gradients like black to gray. Okay, I could see that. I could definitely see that. Yeah. All right, give me 1 second. It's got to clear out. Unless CK's there and he wants to take care of this guy. Where's my doc at? Twitch chat. Gotta love it, guys. It seems to happen like once a stream now where someone's like coming through and doing stuff. All right. I think we're good there. Sweet. But I can see like what you mean by the gradients, especially when you get into like the stone type stuff. Like this is more of a textured stuff that I would do, but it's got the pop of color in it with the terracotta. So that's something I kind of want to take away. But you can see like the A-frame kind of style roofs kind of getting thrown in. Quickly to see the light effect. Oh, definitely. Time, set, night. Yeah, you can definitely see that. Let's throw on some shaders too. It's going to drop frames really quick, but it's worth it. Like, look at that. The lighting helps. You can kind of see where she used the end rods to accent a lot of these like areas. And there's still darker areas too, so you get a contrast with that light. Which that's what I want to go for. I want to have stuff like this. You love the power lines? Yeah, they look really, really cool. Stella did a great job building this. This is not my build, so just a heads up on that. I explained that kind of earlier, but I do like this design of power lines. I think I'm going to use these or like something similar in my Cyberpunk build that I want to do. But yeah, so yeah, a lot of texturing here. But here's that kind of gradient with this warped wood kind of style, which I don't have any warped wood in my Forever World yet. Also, these light, I've seen these light designs before or something similar where they use the end rods connected with the chains, and I think those work really, really well. But I'm excited to try using this kind of like as a reference. Gosh, I cannot remember commands today. There we go. Mix in frog lights and shroom lights and others ones to help make the billboards pop. Yeah, that is true. So the reason I want to do a Cyberpunk kind of style build like this is because I want to put it around a frog-light farm, actually. So I plan on getting some shroom lights and stuff like that. I just got to go explore in the nether a little bit. Whew. Sorry, my throat is getting dry. So then when we get up into here and more of the kind of pagoda style, it's very simple, but also very effective. Like we have a little bit of a contrast with the darker gray with the bone blocks. I don't even know. You can't go in here. So it's just kind of decorations. But I do like the look of that. Today. Yes, today. And then if we go up a little more, you get a little bit of change or gradient with this mossy cobble, the tough, the deep slate, and looks like acacia wood. But you don't get that from farther back because that's that gradient kind of effect on it, which is really cool. And I love the use of the chiseled bookshelves as like a accent piece all the way around. It looks cool. Yeah, it's so I'm making the Froglight farm like ridiculously simple. So I'm thinking since I'm scaling it down, it'll give me more of a chance to kind of focus that skill for it. And then you have this, which this looks like it was pretty much no one's going to really come up here because it's all just lit up. But I do like these kind of style of chandeliers that are going through. I think these are supposed to be dragons, but it looks really cool. Like I love the design that Stella went with for this. And I know it's going to be a hard building style, but I want to get better at stuff. All right, I'll make sure to make a note of that, Kimmy. But yeah, I'm excited to try some different things. The only thing that I'm nervous about is the different kind of shape, because there's a lot of like parts that jut out, where in my mind, this would just be a flat build. So I want to start simple and kind of build it up as we go. But this is also like a really crazy one to start with because Stella's a great builder and she's got a lot of really cool stuff. And I love this kind of contrast of all these different colors going up. Like that's really cool. I don't know if I can incorporate anything like that, but I want to try. Somewhat try your hand with Cyberpunk style. You should go with a Solarpunk to test it out a little. I don't think I've seen Solarpunk at all. I'll have to check it out. Super simple because it's almost literally whatever you want it to be. Solarpunk. Something looks weird. It's the design. I'll have to check it out. Solarpunk. So going on, these were two other builds. I think I found a couple more, but these were two other ones that I threw in that were more on a smaller scale and more of what I'm going with, but I wanted to pull stuff from Stella's build because it's a really amazing build and I really want to see kind of what else I can do, what else I can build with. So like here, it's a very simple kind of two-tone build, I would say, with the warped wood and the prismarine with the resin and the orange wool. So it's got a lot of play with that. It's not overly complicated, but it's got a lot of detail. And a lot of the detail comes in with these little fixtures that you add. Otherwise, if you just take everything else out, it's just a blue square with a couple extra bits added on. Like it's relatively simple, but it looks really cool. Yeah, go ahead and send me some stuff on Discord. I'm perfectly fine with that. But I like a lot of the stuff that I can't remember the creator for this. I'm sorry that I can't remember. But this is kind of like the gradient you were talking about before, Bandit, where they start like really dark and then kind of building their way up, which is kind of what I want to go for. But I want to keep it simple. Here we have like a stone, sandstone kind of bottom, and then going into like a stone, which is something I think I could do. I can get a lot of sandstone. I love this ladder. Look at this. This ladder goes from a crimson wood and it gradients all the way up to acacia, which I think looks awesome. And it really kind of sets itself apart from this blue and orange contrast behind it. Like really, really cool. I like that. And then this one, the bedrock in the wall. This is clearly a creative build someone did and was like, this is it's an art piece, and it's not like meant to be built in survival, because literally this is impossible. But this is kind of more play with the gradient, and it's not meant to be seen up close. You see it from far away, and it looks really good. So kind of playing with that style, but this is kind of the shape that I want to go for part of it. It's going to be kind of like a combination of these two with like elements from this pulled in. So that's what I want to kind of go with as we go. But this one has more of a darker kind of tone, mixture with the mud blocks and the granite. The only thing I'm not crazy about is the doorways that are not doorways, because I like my builds, even if they're aesthetic, I like to have them be functional to a point. Like he didn't even do the back, which is fine. I don't even know if I'll do the back of it, but I'm going to try my best. But I like these kind of like bigger additions that they added. So like just building like an air conditioning unit or stuff like that off the side. Like you can really get a lot out of it. And here's the, like the lights that they play with. So if I add on shaders for this one and make it night, so the main focus of this one is clearly this light bar, which is something I want to try as well. But I think it looks sick. It looks good. So with that in mind, God, we've been going for an hour already. Holy cow. I'm going to keep going. Like I was going to take a break, but we started early. We're going to keep going. I want to try... I want to give you guys kind of like a layout of what I'm looking at. And maybe I can start kind of the gradients with that and build my way around it. But the farm is supposed to be in a plus shape, but I've cut it down to be kind of an L shape. And that's the main kind of thing I'm going for. Brain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I can't remember the exact size for the side, but we're going to kind of go with an odd number. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Because I can always like change this up, but I want to kind of get an idea of like what I can do. Because the farm essentially fits into this, and there's a whole section in the back, which will go. And then for here, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And if I have to make it bigger, I can. You'll mod the odd ones, or you'll moderate. Okay, that sounds great. Thank you, CK. I appreciate it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's roughly like this. It's kind of like the general shape that I'm going for. And then the farm sits about here. I don't know. That's like what, 13 between 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, and we'll just make it a big square. Because I think the farm will fit in here. I'm not too worried about that. And then fill that in. Because I know the middle is like 7 wide. It's 10 long. And the magma cubes hop from here. They spawn in. They look at a iron golem, and then they fall down and get eaten by frogs. But that's like kind of the general frame that I'm wanting to go for. Build in the open. That one is the one we looked at this entire stream. That was the Cyberpunk build from Stella Gaming. So, not mine. I brought it in specifically for reference. So, I want to kind of get an idea of what I'm doing. So, I don't know if I could take this kind of idea where she used diorite, and it's more like an apartment style. It looks like. If you haven't checked out Stella Gaming, do yourself a favor, go check out her stuff. She is really, really cool. Go check out her builds. Please do. Minecraft Builder Grinder, how you doing? You're at school? Why are you at school and watching my stream, sir? Or madam? Oh, Racky. Okay, I remember you, Racky. How you doing, Racky? Welcome, welcome. Good to see ya. But I'm kind of thinking something like that, because how tall is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7. Some more screenshots, but I've sent you 2 on Discord. Perfect. I think I just saw the message on there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And like we kind of frame that out. It's a private school. I mean, still, you shouldn't be watching me at school. I don't want you to get in trouble. They allow you to use the phone. Like, are you in the middle of a lecture or learning or anything? That's where I'm questioning. So that's 7, and then each space in between is 3. Seems pretty simple. So 1, 2, 3, and then build across. And again, we're just pulling inspiration. Like, I'm not building that one for one at all. I do not want to do that at all. And the farm's not terribly big. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll build across again. That triggered it's teacher mode. I can tell. We don't use phones at my school, and I think there was a rumor that they were going to bring them back for lunch, like let kids have them at lunch, and I really hope they don't. No offense to my students, but you don't need them. But how do the sides look? So the sides are pretty simple. She kind of juts out a little bit, but I'm wondering if I could just jut out one layer and do some decorative bits like this, so I can still implement stuff into the wall. Oh, gotcha. Well, I'm happy that you can chat at least. My internet has been a little wonky. How's this side look? So yeah, so like a very simple kind of idea. So I'm wondering how that would look over here. And I don't expect to get any of this done today, guys, so we're literally just kind of workshopping stuff. Was still a student that year after they were banished. Yeah, they did. They were a little more restricted, and then they like, yep, nope. It's because people kept taking pictures of stuff during school and posting on social media. Social media is great, guys, when you use it wisely, but when you make bad choices and you ruin it for others, like, there you go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't. Cell phones can be great, but we don't need them all the time. I'm wondering. Honestly, I think if we move that up by one more. Nope. There we go. Fill that in. So then we can go up by 3. 1, 2, 3. And then that kind of, it keeps the same kind of idea here, but makes it a little different. And then, honestly, kind of want to bring it in just to kind of add some variance. Same kind of an idea. I don't like that this is an even number at all. So I kind of want to... Oh, nope. Bring it back this way. There we go. They said no more doom scrolling during... You don't need a doom scroll at all. That's for sure. Philippines, we can't picture each other because of private... yeah, you shouldn't have to take pictures of other people without their consent, honestly. Jax, how you doing? What's up? Welcome to the stream. We are just kind of workshopping some stuff. Yeah, because then we can build off the inside and have a divide. Kind of like that. That's what I'm kind of imagining. Boom. I like that. I think that works. I don't know how I want to finish up the top. The top could literally just be flat, but gives us something to kind of work on. But I want to get like a general shape, and then I can kind of mess with the colors as we go. Like adding in the billboards and stuff. Like I'm imagining like a billboard hanging off of this, since it's going to be kind of, this is going to be like the main view of the build when I come up to the nether roof. And I think that would be a cool lighting spot. Still have videos of him playing Beat Saber in class. I really wanted to get a VR headset to play Beat Saber. I don't need one, so I just have never gotten one. But I'm liking that. I don't know if I should expand and do something similar on the other side. Let's do that. We could always copy it and try, but I'm gonna build the frame up at least and go from there. But no, Beat Saber was a lot of fun. Apparently there's a VR game that's like Beat Saber, but it's for what's it called? It's for conducting like orchestras, and I thought it was really cool. And when I saw that, I immediately thought of you, Bandit, because like you would love to play it and probably conduct the music from How to Train Your Dragon. So I thought that would be kind of cool. All right, gonna really quickly clone this. Then we'll go this way, rotate it, and is that right? That looks right, yep. So something along those lines, and then we can easily build up. And I might do a gradient with this, with the polished diorite and calcite and regular diorite, but we'll try it. You're selling your Quest 3? Okay. I would, because I tried to make a Beat Saber map to test drive and failed miserably. Test drive's such a good one. Have you seen the live action one yet? Because I want to see it. It's like I could rent it or buy it now, and I want to know if it's worth it. 4th or 3rd week at school. There's also online class. We have been on summer break. This is our final month of summer break before we go back in August. I think this kind of style looks good. Like I love this this front part, because again the inside's just going to be the farm, so I'm good with this. It looks really cool. You saw it? Was it good? You say I did cry? Okay. So that means it's good. So this one has a darker kind of hue, and I could always just take inspiration from that, but I want to look at the darker colors they use. They used a lot of deep slate and basalt, which would work because it's going to be in the nether. But I like that they mixed into kind of the prismarine and warped stuff as well. So I don't know if that's kind of the gradient we want to go with. Let's check out more from here. Like this is a very basic stone gradient, but I want to do that for the main back part, because that's going to be the bigger part, and I can get a lot more stone a lot faster than some of the other stuff. Going back to school and all the good students are gone. I still have some good students. You can't say all the good students are gone. I got some good students. Do I miss all my previous students? Yeah. CK, we're in creative mode, dude. It doesn't work. Outside my classroom has good internet for some reason. It's probably because they have stuff blocking in there, I would guess. So yeah, we'll go with like something like this for the back spot, like that spot right there with the gray wool. But I want to find something darker, which maybe we could do something like this, to where it's like a wood kind of frame, but then it goes into the darker stuff. Let's try that. I gotta go with spruce for my wood though, because I love spruce. I gotta incorporate it. No, because they keep messing up the schedule. and changing everything, and I don't like it. There's a lot of things I could talk, but I'm not going to talk about it on the internet. I think it's something like this. Kimmy, thank you so much for the hydrate. I just realized it's showing me a Twitch activity, and it's showing me all the activity up at top. I have I have 4 students in the intermediate book for like their method books. 3 of them are going to be in 8th grade. 1 of them is going to be a freshman. Like, there's a lot of really good musicians at our school. I just got to keep working with them. Thank you so much for sharing the live. Much appreciated. Let's build up an odd number. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 4 diplomas. Good job, CK. I'm proud of you. 4, 5, 6, 7. So something kind of like that. And then if I did like a deep slate bricks along the outside. Thank you for the stretch there, Racky. Oh, I need it. I definitely need it. Good at jump. Honestly, one of my freshman flute player, she'd give you a run for your money. She's really good. It's our dean of students' granddaughter. Honestly, she does really, really well. I've worked with her a little bit this summer. She's actually going to audition for All-State Band this year. So you were a great saxophone player. Don't get me wrong. I loved having you. But I've had her longer than I got to have you in band. So she's had a little bit more experience because she started in the summer before 6th grade. And that's usually how that works. If people start band earlier, it's a little easier for them. But again, you did great. I loved having you in band, and I still talk about you to my current saxophone students because, you know, when I had you there and when I needed you, you were there, and it was awesome. All right, I think we built up to 3. Wait, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And my wife's calling. So I'm going to really quickly take a quick break, guys. I will be right back. All right, we're back. Sorry. So, backstory before I go continue with the stream. About 3 months ago, our microwave was mounted on the wall on a shelf, and it fell off. So we broke our microwave. My wife just went to the store and got one because my daughter has been really wanting a microwave back. So we now have one. And it's thunderstorming and raining, so I'm a little drenched from the rain, but that's fine. Also, I saw this as I was checking my phone as I was coming back down. Stella Gaming liked my tweet about stream, so shout out to Stella Gaming, guys. Like, seriously, go check her stuff out. It's awesome. Racky had to head off back to class. That's good. Go. You should be in class paying attention anyway. And then hadn't had a student like me since me as a saxophone. Yeah, that's true. There's no other saxophone player like you, Bandit. I 100% promise you that. I do have a pretty good saxophone player. She's a junior this year. Yeah. I just need more time with her. They just need to give me my students more often. Anyway, back to doing some building. So I'm kind of thinking something along these lines. And I don't know how tall I want to build this section. But we could easily have like the darker area kind of build off. How did she have that? So she's building it more of an outer section, and then using walls kind of to accent these layers. So we could do something like that. Grab a wall. I kind of want to do. I think polished deep slate would be a good contrast with that and work with it. So let's check that out. We'd have to build this out one more, I think. Good old youth days. I jumped 4 desks like a long jump tournament. When the teacher left, she came back in and everything was back in order, so she was skeptical. I jumped in 3 times and moved the desk back. I could not. I don't think I could ever do that. Even when I was like in my prime. Definitely not something I could do. Also, I didn't realize Racky gave a hydrate as well, so I gotta make sure I do that. Almost out with my water. Cool. All right. So let's do like 3 and do another layer, because that seems to be a pretty good level. And we'll do that on all 3 sides. And if I don't like any of this, I could definitely scrap it, but I'm liking it so far. It's these corners that I'm kind of questioning. But again, I'm not copying stuff one for one. I want to kind of build up myself. I know you'd be upset, but she never had to deal with me, and she did find out. She was chill and laughed about it. That's fair. That is fair. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I've had students say, and I have to, as a teacher in the moment, I have to be like, no, we can't do that. No, don't say stuff like that. And then I laugh about it later. Like, it happens. It definitely happens. Because honestly, my students have funny quips. They say funny stuff all the time. I just cannot. What's the term? Condone it. I'm gonna add a wall here, just kind of. Actually, let's add a wall there to divide. I think that'll work. Because it adds a little bit of variance. Yeah, I like that. Especially when they're like younger kids, when they say stuff and you have to like keep a straight face when it's really funny. It happens. Like, I'm not gonna deny that. Students. Not all students, but a good chunk of them can. But not all of them. Just did my own. Did you work? I always appreciate when my students do their work. Yeah, that's kind of how I was. I didn't really mess around in school. I got in trouble once. I got in school suspension once because I pantsed my friend in PE, and I don't know why I did it. I think I was doing it to try to just be different. It was, I don't know. And I could do something like this where there's a little bit of contrast with the... What blocks is she using? So she's using a mixture of like stone with some highlights of colors, which I think is really cool, which we could do on top. But let's save that for now because I want to build up the back section. But already I think this is a really cool framework to kind of build off of. So now it's just this stone, which the stone, I just need to, I want to do a gradient. Not a gradient, like a textured section, which is kind of like what she's doing here. It's a mixture of the grays, the andesite, the stone bricks, and stuff like that. But little stuff chiseled away to have like a vending machine kind of tucked in and these little pieces jutting out. So I'm wondering if I could build out from that. Because the actual farm part, because it has the railway underneath, and the chest for it literally is like right here. Actually, it's like right there. And then it's so it's the rail is on this level, and then it's the minecart goes around, and then it's the slab. And then we build up by 3. That's the snowy layer that they fall into. And then I think it's 2 tall, 3 tall. And then the glass. And that's pretty much the only height. So we can actually play with that a little bit. There's a 5-minute ad. Twitch, what are you doing? I changed the settings so my viewers don't have to be subjected to ads like that so much. I don't get it. How tall is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's start with this and kind of see where we go. Curious if we can kind of build something similar to like how she has over there. Because again, this is all just aesthetic. It's just built around a farm. That's literally it. I'm going to take out this. Just because it's not needed. And I can kind of play with the design if I want. But I won't do too much since CK is on an ad. Okay, I want to look at that again. And my wife is here, everybody. Welcome, Mrs. Odd. What's up?
Time for a taste test!
All right, what are we taste testing? Let me switch.
Starving besides the licorice and energy drink on the way home.
So my wife has gotten Uncrustable Berry Burst.
They're the mixed berry ones from childhood.
They're frozen.
No. They should be pretty much thawed by now.
Pretty much.
Mostly.
So,
Enough, open it.
I guess we're taste testing on stream today. You guys are in for a treat, or at least I am. So,
Smells like peanut butter. Doesn't smell like anything on that side.
the Berry Burst Uncrustable.
You're not Keith Hadford's burger.
Shout out to Keith at the Try Guys.
He's not watching.
Cheers.
I don't want this one.
You want this one?
Cheers, Stone.
Okay.
Crust.
Still frozen.
No.
Mine is.
A little bit. In the center. I didn't get any jelly in that bite.
Honestly, yeah, the berry jelly from middle school.
Middle school, elementary.
You know, I had it all the way through high school.
Well, your school loved you more. That public funded education.
Shout out to public schools. Yeah, that's really good. I'm liking that. More sugar than I need at, 9/11 at night, but
There's two more upstairs too. Where's the orange extension for?
garage.
I need to plug in my microwave.
Okay. Is the cable not long enough? It's not ours.
Not it. No.
I like that.
Extension for. Figure it out for me.
I'll find it. All right. Let's work on finish getting this section kind of framed out, and then we're going to wrap up stream, guys. So, I'm kind of imagining what we have, that kind of framework, and then building up some different sections that are jutting out, and maybe even some darker sections with tough would work. I don't know. Let's play with it a little bit. Sorry, that jelly is like frozen and stuck to my teeth, so I apologize. So if we do something like 4, 5, and then 2, 3. Something like that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe build up a little bit there. Like, I think that could work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's build this one up by one more. Sorry, one of the kids who was staying with us, she woke up. There we go. And this is just the back end, so like that's not even going to be seen, but that's okay. But I think this side we could have something like that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go down. Something like that. I think that would look good. And then we can build off of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Honestly, oh gosh, you guys can't even see. I'm so sorry. I just realized that. It was just my face. But yeah, this is kind of like what I'm imagining. And I don't know, we could do like a Japanese kind of top. Kind of like, let's go check out the other one over there. Kind of like how this one is, but a little more tall. Kind of like this pagoda style. I think that would look really cool. But I'm liking this so far. Then we'd have this. We can build off. Build up. And boom. Like that. I don't know if I should add a section going across like this. I could see that. And then just kind of even it out. All right. If I make this more of a square, What if I fill this in then? And do that. Let's do stone bricks. I think that's good. And then I'll just connect this up. So that way it's just tucked away. Ooh. Is it too much to add like a circular bit just to kind of be different? Because I think this looks really good. But this would add some height variance to it. Especially if I make it taller. 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to bring it in actually. Three, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. My wife left her phone down here. Where is it? There we go. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. It's down here.
I know, I found it.
Keeps going off.
Because I couldn't find it. I'm back! How much longer do we have on this thing?
I'm just doing the framework. I'm not really finishing it. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Broski.
Yeah.
That was a question of how much longer you'll be on stream. 2 minutes? 10 minutes?
Like 10 more minutes.
I'm starving.
Then go eat. I ate already.
I need the microwave!
You have an oven. I told you where the extension cord was.
And to me, that was man's work. I don't have glasses on. I need to respond.
Yeah, I think something like that. And then we could do a circular kind of bit there. So if I fill... Actually, I don't even need to fill in. I can just copy. Gotta love it. There we go. So we do 1, 2, boom. 2, boom. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's perfect. And then do something similar. How many's on the side? 1, 2, 3. 3. And then might have to move this back. That's not right. Like that. Boom. Right, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, boom. Something like that. And then we could add like the cool top up there or something like these. 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, CK had to use that word. I probably have said that a lot and not even realized it. Oh. Okay. She used a lot of spruce. Let's try that. I'll get a general shape and then go from there. It's pretty straight, and then it flares out. Kind of like that. So let's try that. I'm liking this. this could work. Epiloxus, how you doing? Over on TikTok. We're wrapping up pretty soon. I just want to get this shape kind of going. Really thinking about what I'm saying to make sure I'm not saying that word. What do you guys think so far? Yay, nay? You were over on YouTube earlier. Kind of thinking this. Then we can build up. Like that. Yeah, not liking that. Bacon, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're wrapping up pretty soon, but I'm happy you got to be here. I do like these corners. These corners look good. So I think we'll keep those. I-S. That word. Let's go there. Do these corners. Very, very nice. That's exciting. I think just connect it. I can swap it out with stairs, but let's get this basic shape done. I think that could work. I didn't set a timer, and I should have set a timer for that word ban. I love these circular bits out front too, and I could incorporate that, but it's honestly a very simple roof. It's not over the top. Is that deep slate? I am using deep slate.
Now my voice is this. My wife has changed it. I sound like a female. Now it's a baby. You just enjoy? I saw that you got those. Appreciate it. Go for it. Alright. That's a robot. And that's normal. Thank you.
Almost. I want to finish the roof style here. Let's do some slabs. Yeah, we'll do some slabs around the inner part. It's been a long day. But Bacon's getting their kids ready for powwow.
I saw an ad for powwow today.
Me too. Putting your creativity skills to work. That's good. I always like your creativity skills. Go like that.
What does a white person do?
I don't know.
Asking for all the white people.
I have no clue. Go and enjoy.
That's not the question. What does a white person wear?
Oh. I don't know. I really want to get a ribbon shirt. But I don't have one, so.
So that doesn't help. What does a white person wear to a powwow?
I don't know. Maybe Bacon can answer that for us. Let's fill these in. And I'm kind of thinking to make it more pointed.
Can't see anything. I'm not wearing my glasses.
Good.
And my eyes trying to eat it.
Do this. bring it in again. Just to kind of give it some variance. This song playing is like Moon Hooch almost. What? Moon Hooch, the dubstep saxophones.
Sure.
Ashley was obsessed with them in college.
So back to great news.
What's the great news?
Tomorrow I put in one eye drop, wait a few minutes, and then I put a contact in.
Nice.
Nice. I don't think Bacon's here.
Bacon was just there. Probably busy. That's
Can't help with the white man.
add some level there. And then that was a full block, so we could just spawn proof the top. I don't like that.
I don't like that the microwave's not plugged in.
Something like that. Honestly, I think that's fine. I could change it up a bit, but I think this is a good framework to pick up on Thursday and kind of go from there. But I think seeing Cyberpunk in action with a lot of these things is going to help my brain kind of understand these better. And taking bits and pieces of different builds that I like help me understand the build concepts more. But then combining it into something of my own for the farm, I think is going to look really cool. But we'll play around with that a little bit more on Thursday and stuff. But I'm going to wrap on up, guys. I had a great time chatting with everybody. We had a good old stream, and I hope everyone had a good time on Tuesday. I'll see you guys on Thursday. If you haven't been keeping up with my Forever World series, please consider going to check it out over on my YouTube channel. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. So thank you, though, if those of you who have joined the journey so far. I look forward to seeing you over there. But hop on over, join the Odd Ones, and check out my Patreon for any exclusive perks that you might want. But I'm going to get on out of here. Sadly, LLWW, I do not speak Portuguese. I can barely speak English on a good day.
That was a bad section.
But I'm going to get on out of here, and I will see you guys on Thursday. And always remember, the most